Hey guys, it's Drew again. Today I want to talk about the items in my personal collection about one of the most pivotal and important people in the history of baseball. Today we're going to talk about none other than the great Jackie Robinson. So let's check it out. So today I want to talk about Jackie Robinson. I want to talk about him within my collection, show off a couple of different things that I have of him, and one of the wants that I'm hoping to get sometime coming up soon with him. But I'm not going to teach you guys anything you don't already know. We all know who Jackie Robinson is. In fact, he's one of those people that transcends baseball. He transcends history. I mean, he's so interconnected both with baseball and history and civil rights and so many things that if you go ask anybody on the street, not a baseball fan, and say, name a couple of baseball players from the past, what I have found is they'll name two people, Babe Ruth and Jackie Robinson. They're the only players that have been taught about in schools today. My kids know about Jackie Robinson. They know some of the struggles he went through. Kids that have no interest in baseball history, they know about Jackie Robinson, and for good reason. So I thought, you know what, no fitting way than just show off some of the items I have and talk about something that I'm hoping to get. So the thing about Jackie Robinson within collecting world is his value is skyrocketed over the last few years. You know, there's been this up and down within the hobby with values. I mean, there's some guys that have always been high like Mantle. There's guys that have slowly crept up over time, kind of like Hank Aaron. But Jackie Robinson was kind of right there. But I think with the whole, you know, COVID boom and all that stuff, that people outside of the old school collecting world suddenly realized, I want a part of Jackie Robinson. But the thing about Robinson is in my entire collecting career, you could always use him as collateral. So if I would find a good deal on a Jackie Robinson card, no matter the year, I would get it and I'd hold on to it. And then if I needed it in a trade, it was always gold, the gold standard to be able to sell it or trade it or use it in the future. I didn't have to worry about values going up and down with him because he was just always rock steady. And but what happened was is I had bought and sold or traded and had them and didn't have them. I had a number of cards over the years, but when I stopped collecting or stopped obtaining at least, I did not have a specific card, which was the 1955 Topps Jackie Robinson, which I've actually owned 2 or 3 copies in the past. But currently I don't own one, and what happened, of course, was the boom happened and kind of priced me out. But I've been saving. I've been saving money, and I'm hoping maybe today, as you watch this, in fact, on Saturday, May 18th, I'm going to be at a baseball card show, and I'm looking for that card. And if I don't find it there, well, maybe in Cleveland this summer at the National. But I definitely want to get it in person because this will be my final 1955 Jackie Robinson that I hope I ever buy. And I'm really excited to do it because both at the show that I'm going to in Hickory or the show this summer in Cleveland, I'm going to be around friends, and to be able to share that with somebody just sounds cool. So I'm going to show off a couple of my non-card stuff, and I'll get to all that. So the first is some magazines, and I have 3 different magazines with Robinson on the cover, and I'll show them how they came out numerically. So the first one is from June 1950, and it's a Sport Life. And it's a great full color picture of him. The yellow background on it, it really makes it pop, you know, with the blue hat, the white uniform, and just, you know, he's just standing out, the great grip, the back. I just love it. And it's a really good article on Robinson, and it just shows him kind of in his bigger than life glory. And I really enjoy this. In fact, most of the time you'll see it up on the wall behind me in most videos, and it's just one of my favorite Jackie Robinson magazines. And it's the only magazine I have with him that's solo on the front. I mean, outside of the 2 small ones down here, but as far as like a full picture. But the other 2 are important to me because they both show him with one of my PC guys, which is, of course, Pee Wee Reese. And they were teammates through Jackie Robinson's entire career. So the next one is from September 1952, and it's a Sports Stars. And again, that yellow background, it's got obviously a posed picture of Pee Wee Reese and Jackie Robinson, you know, trying to look out on the field, although it's obviously a posed picture. But still, the fact that, you know, it's showing sort of a recreation of that famous you know, moment in Jackie Robinson's rookie year where Reese comes over and he puts his arm around him, and you can clearly see his hand on Jackie Robinson's shoulder. It wasn't one of those fakey moves where you sort of look like it, but his arm is actually touching him. And again, this is sort of one of those silent messages that we're showing out to kids or people reading this, that, you know, that acceptance is okay. In fact, it's necessary. And at this point, you know, Robinson it was about halfway through his career, and he was much more accepted. And There was many more black players all across the league at this point, but still, they still took a moment to sort of recreate a picture of Robinson and Pee Wee Reese holding their arms around each other, as far as Reese holding around Jackie. And I really like this one as well. You know, the 1953 Bowman Pee Wee Reese shot, which you can see on the cover of this magazine up here, of jumping over. You know, it's one of those staged photos, but that action shot or whatever, but you're seeing Pee Wee Reese turning a double play. Well, in this one, it's sort of recreated, but it's the opposite way. And you've got, you know, Reese, who I guess flipped the ball to Robinson, and he's jumping over, playing second and relaying it onto first. And I love this one. And one of the reasons I love this may be my favorite cover of the three, is because it's not like the others that show the yellow background of just the picture, but it actually includes the stadium behind it. You can see Ebbets Field. You can see the cloudy, the sunny day with some pretty clouds up there, and the crowd in the background. And I just love this picture. It's a great action photo, and I could just imagine seeing this on a newspaper stand and seeing this thing and wanting to get this. But this is another one of my Robinson pieces and one of my favorites to look at. And then I also want to show off the two cards that I do own. I do have a 1953 Topps Jackie Robinson, and of course this is card number 1 in the set. Just a great card, you know, and you know, showing the Brooklyn Bridge behind it. It's kind of that connection. I don't know, maybe I read into it too much, but Brooklyn Bridge connecting Manhattan to Brooklyn, and maybe Robinson, it's a symbol of him connecting, you know, sort of baseball and the color bearer coming down. I don't know. I just kind of get romantic that way, and I love the fact that Topps did that in the back of this card. Maybe it's just showing that he was a home, you know, a home fan, you know, and the fans just loved him so much. And I don't know, I don't really know why, but I just love this, the symbolism within this card. And then I also have the 1956 Jackie Robinson, which is part of my set, and a great picture. You know, and even though that picture was taken and used in 55 as well, you know, it's got that great picture in the background of him sliding in. And I just love it. I love it. I love the 56 set, of course. And the final thing I want to show off is I have a book, and this is called Jackie Robinson, My Own Story, and it was actually written in 1948 or published in 1948. And it's just a softcover book. I don't know. I've had it for years. I don't even remember where I picked it up. And it's sort of telling the story of Jackie Robinson through his eyes, of him, you know, pre-baseball, UCLA, the Army, Branch Rickey, the whole thing coming up through Montreal, and then his rookie year. And it was actually goes through the end of the 1947 year, talks about the World Series against the Yankees and how they lost, but they still won the pennant for Brooklyn. And there's great photographs in here, and there's a number of photographs like this one. And this is one of those things I really enjoy because, you know, it's showing him with all those fans, and those fans aren't, you know, caring about his color. These photographs were all taken in 1947, his rookie year, or before, you know, and it shows him, you know, reaching out and signing autographs and just showing off to the fans the love that they had for him. And the book is, you know, it's elementary, and it doesn't talk about the hardships he went through. It doesn't talk about the racism that he had to deal with. You know, it's talking about him as a player and sort of those lessons that you teach, you know, hard work kids and have a dream and all that stuff. And while that was all part of it, you know, it does sort of gloss over some of the struggles he went through. But still, this was a book that a kid could pick up back in 1948, talking about Jackie Robinson, and I just love the piece. So while Jackie Robinson was such a great player and deserving of the Hall of Fame that he has, he just transcended sports. He transcended society, and through history, he's just one of the most important people. And I just wanted to show off some of the pieces I have. Do I get that 1955 Jackie Robinson for my collection? Maybe. Maybe not now. I will eventually. There's no rush. But I kind of hope I do. And if I happen to be around any of you guys when I do, I can't wait to share it with you. So thank you for coming along with this, and I appreciate the time you give me. And until next time, you guys be good.